C1 is Troy Family Aquatic Center report presentation presented by Brian Gould, our Recreation Director.
Do you guys have, Eileen, do you have the clicker? Good evening, Mayor Pro Tem and Council. I'm here tonight to give a presentation on the report that was done by Global Management Amusement Professionals on the Aquatic Center. To give a little background on this, myself, Dennis Trantham, and the Recreation Supervisor of Aquatics, Morgan Thrasher, who's here tonight, we all attended the World Water Park Symposium back in October of last year. And it really gave us some good ideas on what to do at the Aquatic Center, what could help it, what we could do to make it better. So we learned a lot. At the conference, we also were introduced to Ken Handler, who's the president of Global Management Amusement Professionals. And we met with him a few times on Zoom and got a proposal from him to visit the facility and review our management and operating policies. So he visited in January of 2024, spent about 2 full days with us, and reviewed our operations and management and maintenance. So that is where we will go on now. Nothing.
Yep, there we go.
Okay, so Global Management Amusement Professionals believes the success of water parks hinge on their ability to continually evolve, remain at the forefront of development, and adapt to changing times. The report provided recommendations for management, operations, and future planning and development that will increase revenue for the facility. The Rec Department has already implemented some of these, which you'll see throughout the presentation. Admissions. So they are recommending increasing the daily price of the facility to $24 for non-residents and $20 for residents for the 2025 season, and also to offer special rates on cooler days. We have currently started offering special rates on cooler days. We do buy one, get ones, and 50% off for cooler days. We are recommending to go $24 for non-residents and $15 for residents for the 2025 season. They really emphasize that season passes need to be perceived as a discount on the gate fee rather than a membership. And they recommended creating a 3-tier system for season passes. So the prices that we're recommending are below. And the basic pass and upgraded pass are actually cheaper than a family of 4 now or an individual now. So it's actually going to be cheaper for the season passes. Basically, for the basic pass, they would get entry into the facility, but would not be guaranteed entry on a capacity day. The upgraded pass would include entry and guaranteed if capacity. Also, the upgraded pass would get entry into the park a half hour early. They would also get entry, free entry into the special events, and also a percentage off concessions. The all-inclusive pass would have the same as the upgraded pass, however, it would include the community center fitness area, gym, and pool. So they recommended hours change to 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekdays and 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on weekends, with really focusing on rentals after hours and special events. So we decided to change the hours to 10 to 6, which last year and in the past they've been 11:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. We did get a lot of requests from the public and from camps to make it earlier so that they could attend. So we started the season with lap swim 8 to 9:30 in the morning and open swim 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. After feedback from the public, the hours have been extended to 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Friday night, we have a family night swim from 7 to 9. So we're open a little later on Fridays, and then it stayed 10 to 6 on the weekends. We do have some special events, and we are booking a lot of rentals after hours as well, which is helping with revenue as well. Food and beverage. So the concession stand is very limited due to space and power constraints. The facilities and grounds did work with us to try to get additional power, which is helping. But one of the complaints we get about the concession stand is how long the lines are, how long it takes to get the food. So we did purchase additional equipment and added staff to help assist with that. But there are only 2 windows in very limited space, which on your tours you'll see it's a hard area to work in and really be successful. So the future of the concessions needs to be reviewed to ensure maximum profitability as well as good customer service. Some additional revenue options they recommended. One was cabanas to rent out daily. We did plan on having 3 ready for the beginning of the season, but building department regulations kind of slowed us down on that. It was a short timeline from when we got the report to the season, so unfortunately we did not get to do it this year, but we do plan on purchasing 3 and installing them for next season. Lockers, they recommended buying or leasing new ones and rent them out and keep them located outside the locker rooms. Right now, the ones we have in the locker rooms are quarter lockers, which does not really meet the needs of the patrons at this time. They also recommended additional camps and programs. We do have a lot of camps that we offer, but next year we're going to look at offering possibly some junior guard camps and possibly a camp that incorporates Huber Park, the Aquatic Center, and the rink. So we'll be looking at that. This year we have added events, and we do offer birthday parties now, which we didn't since COVID, which has helped, and we will be adding additional events next year. Retail, they recommend doing themed souvenirs, merchandise, and convenience items. Again, kind of was too close to the beginning of the season to really do this, so we plan on doing it next year, and they want us to use a park theme so that the guests can take a piece of the park home with them. The organizational chart, so global management has found that individuals within cities have too much on their plate to lead effectively, resulting in lack of motivation to formulate a strategy beyond the basic needs. The aquatic staff now has 3 full-time positions. 1 is currently vacant but is posted, and responsibilities have been split, which should allow a presence for the facility for all throughout the year. So we hope we've addressed this in a way. SWOT analysis. Global management did conduct a SWOT analysis for strategic planning for staff to set goals and devise strategies by understanding strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats to the facility. And there's quite a few of those, and you can see those in the report. Recreation and marketing staff were included in that analysis. Marketing, promotions, and social media. Currently, the rec department has 2 marketing full-time staff. And they do not just focus on the aquatic center. They have to focus on the entire rec department. So it is, they do have a limited amount of time to concentrate on the aquatic center. Right now, our social media for TFAC accounts is Facebook 8.7K followers and Instagram 2,843 followers. Our current webpage is on the recreation website, and global management recommended updating or creating a new website before the next season, which marketing will look into. Some new things we added this year to marketing: TFAC e-newsletter that goes out bi-weekly. We have a new radio system at the Aquatic Center that does promos, and we kind of control, we call it Harvey's Hits radio station. So that's been a positive. And then we're also doing theme giveaways for our special events. Global management was really big on the theming and storyline of the park. They felt that it really needed to expand. So we did expand the theming and the storyline of the park so that guests could have a unique experience. Harvey the Octopus is the mascot, and we have him at our new park entrance. You can see him on the right side there. So our new park entrance during open swim is between the main building and the concession stand now. They go through the blue gate. We have a staff person there that checks them in, and that's our new entrance that was recommended by global management to change. All the amenities in the park have now been named. So, for example, the slides are Blue Lightning and Red Thunder. We have temporary signs up in each area right now, which you can see there. We hope to make them more permanent as time goes on. We were on a time crunch, so we just wanted to get something accomplished. Global Management recommends changing the name of the park to match the theme. So the Recreation Department looks forward to working with City Council and City Management to see if this is something we want to consider in the future. Development and future planning. Global Management believes it is important to remain appealing in the face of evolving customer preference and changing times, also to adopt a growth-oriented mindset, which includes continually expanding the park. They recommend additional slides in the kiddie area and a play structure in the sand area that would create a new experience and revenue. They also recommend replacing the concession and locker rooms to meet the new needs of the facility in today's world. Phase 1 would use a current blueprint that we have, and that would include the slides and a play structure. And then Phase 2 would expand the blueprint of the park, like adding more amenities that aren't there now in new areas. So, in conclusion, Global Management believes the Aquatic Center has the potential to become a remarkable attraction for the community with some park improvements that enhance profitability and a dynamic approach to operations. They look forward to working with the city with any needs in the future. The Rec Department has scheduled tours and looks forward to working with City Council and City Management to plan the future of this facility. So I'm happy to answer any questions you have.